It's bigger, better, expanded Productivity Awareness Week 2022 under the theme Expanding National Consciousness Towards Greater Productivity.
Every year we celebrate Financial Information Month, and it is to educate you, the public. And we're happy to be here today with the vendors in the city of Castries. Our theme for Financial Information Month is Financial Empowerment Through Education. And this year, the area of focus, financial advancement through enlightenment, partnerships, and balance. We're ready to partner with you, the vendors, and we're asking you to give us this opportunity to do so. We're ready to balance your business with our proposals and our discussions, and to enlighten you to make things more profitable for you. So we will start off with a brief remark by the Director of the National Competitiveness and Productivity Council, Mrs. Lisa Flora Montoute. Welcome, Lisa.
Good morning, everybody. Yes. I would like to take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you and to welcome you to this activity, today's Sales Productivity Forum. It is fitting that in this month, which is Creole Heritage Month and also Financial Information Month, that we are actually hosting this activity in this location. The Vendors Arcade represents what is authentically St. Lucian, a melting pot of local talents coming alive in the many crafts and works of display. It is a true reflection of the artistry and richness of talent of our people. I would like to thank the St. Lucia Bankers Association and the ECCB local office for collaborating with the National Competitiveness and Productivity Council to bring to you today's activity as part of Productivity Awareness Week. Today, the St. Lucia Bankers Association has decided to bring directly to you financial information as well as digital banking solutions. This will help to improve your sales volume and your customer retention just in time for the cruise season. Please take this opportunity to engage with them in finding ways to use digital information and financial solutions to help improve your sales collection so as not to miss out, as the world has rapidly moved into this digital era. And so with this, I would like to thank you and the partners on this event, and thank you, Vendors Association, for embracing this activity as we look to work collaboratively in making St. Lucia a more productive society. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Montoute, for your brief remarks. We'd now like to welcome the President of the Vendors Association to give his piece. Welcome.
Yeah. Good morning to all. I just really want to welcome you all here today, and especially the National Competitiveness and Productivity Council in collaboration with the banks in St. Lucia on this venture, this forum today. I must say it couldn't be more timely in this time, and especially in the era that we are in there today in terms of digital banking, digital currency, and the whole works in terms of banking and the digital economic or global economy. So we are really happy, we are elated, the Vendors Association and also the vendors, in terms of the kind of opportunity that could be made available to them in terms of banking and the banking transaction. We appreciate you here very much. We appreciate the collaborative effort to make this thing happen. Thank you very much for even thinking of us and thinking that we could be partners in such a global event. Thank you very much.
So we will have remarks from Mr. Medford Francis, President of the Bankers Association of St. Lucia. Welcome, Mr. Francis.
President of the Vendors Association of St. Lucia, Castries in particular, Mr. Peter Isaac, our ECCB agency manager, Mr. Everton Seeley, who was momentarily stepped away, manager, or rather director of the National Productivity and Competitiveness Council, Ms. Lisa Mortout, the chair of the Planning Committee for Productivity Awareness Week, Mr. Glenn Simon, fellow bankers and colleagues from the various financial institutions represented here today, and of course our most distinguished audience, the vendors of the city of Castries. I bid you a warm good morning. We, the representatives of the banks and other financial institutions that form the Bankers Association of St. Lucia, are quite excited to be part of this information sharing engagement with the Castries vendors on financial services that are available through our various institutions. We now know the challenges that you have been faced with in having safer and more secure payment methods for your customers. We also know that the cruise ship passengers increasingly are opting to make payments using the international debit and credit cards. We are also cognizant of the fact that you may not have had the time in the past to go to your bank on a daily basis for whether it's withdrawals or deposits, because every minute spent away from your business is a potential sale that has been lost. Today we are here to say that we have options for you, and even where those options may not be perfect solutions, we are prepared to make adjustments to cater to your specific needs. Indeed, the options that are now available to you could go a long way towards improving the productivity of your businesses. Imagine never having to go to the bank, but have all of your sales recorded on your account as you make them. Not only is this safer and more secure, but over time you develop valuable sales records for your business, which will go a long way in positioning you to access loans and other credit facilities. We cannot stress enough how important it is that you develop your businesses along with your financial institutions in a collaborative relationship. Some of the options that we will be presenting to you this morning include our automatic teller machines, what you know as the ATMs, where you can not only withdraw but also deposit funds. And now we are seeing the increasing functionality of our ATM machines being deployed to our customers, where you can actually deposit cash without the use of an envelope and get instant credit to your account. Our online banking services, yet another important channel that we have established, where you can check your account balances, pay your utility bills, transfer funds between your accounts, or make payments to another person at your bank or any other bank, are all very efficient options that you need to consider for adoption. The Dcash option, which our central bank has promoted, is a digital form of our EC dollar, accessible by a simple application on your phone, where you can receive payments, pay or transfer money to other Dcash users without fees and in real time. Our point-of-sale machines, which are portable devices, allows for payments via debit and credit cards. These are but a few options that are available, but as you interact with our bank representatives today, more options will be relayed, and further details on those options will be provided. As I end my introductory remarks this morning, I would like you to ponder on what these options would mean for your business in terms of improving not just your efficiency, but the attractiveness of your business to your customers, who are largely international customers. This means that you are effectively exporting your goods to the world, and so must ensure that you compete at the highest standard with every other port where the cruise lines make their call. To the extent that we can help you improve the efficiency and safety of your payment mechanism, we will be, in fact, making a contribution towards refining the St. Lucia tourism product offering. So our mission here today would redound to benefits for not only you as individuals, your individual enterprises, but will certainly have a positive impact on St. Lucia as a tourist destination. This is why the partnership of the Bankers Association and the National Competitiveness and Productivity Council, in observance of National Productivity Awareness Week, is very appropriate, as it supports the theme of expanding national consciousness towards greater productivity. I want to end by thanking the NCPC for this initiative and the foresight in choosing this theme, and look forward to a very interesting and enlightening engagement with our vendors today. I thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Francis. We now have remarks from the ECCB Agency Manager, Mr. Everton Seeley. Welcome, Mr. Seeley.
Bonjour tout le monde. Aujourd'hui, il a fait moi un chai plaisir pour ici avec tout le monde aujourd'hui, puisque nous pour combien d'années nous voulons mener information finance by ces gens, mais cause autres savent, dès l'année qui passée, Covid te fait un chai avec nous, il a affecté nous, nous pas ça joindre, nous pas ça causer aujourd'hui. Il a fait moi un chai plaisir pour ici, puisque nous voulons venir ici à parler avec autres about bagay finance, about zafè bank, about zafè manière pour dépenser l'argent, manière pour sauver, et plus important, manière pour investir l'argent. Puisque l'année ça, nous avons observé moi finance, et qu'on a ces bails là, nous avons focus sur ces manières, yo ka dit en anglais, wealth creation. Manière pour faire l'argent, profiter. Et nous avons essayé pour try mener information ça pour autres ces gens qui besoin information ça. So how do I fait moi un chai plaisir pour ici. I've said all of that to say I'm happy to be here today with you. All right. Having said that, we have always wanted to come to bring the information directly to the people who need the information. As Mr. Francis indicated, we're becoming increasingly aware that your main source of income, the tourists, are increasingly wanting to spend their monies using their cards, their debit cards, their credit cards. And increasingly, we would want you to take advantage of that situation and ensure that you do not lose sales as a result. Another very important and interesting development is the fact that your EC dollar, our EC dollar, is becoming digital, or there is increasingly an option to use a digital version of the EC dollar. What that means is simply, you do not necessarily have to have money in your pocket or cash in your pocket to be able to spend your money or to be able to receive a payment from your customers. It is very simple to be able to use the digital version of your EC dollar, in the sense that through an app on your phone, you can receive a payment for somebody you have sold something to, or for somebody who has done work for you. And equally, you can go many places and make your payment using the digital version of the EC dollar, which is what we call Dcash. Having said that, I want to encourage you to avail yourself of all the options that are available to you in terms of going online. One of our sub-themes for FIM this year is regain your time, get online. And in a very practical way, what that means to you is that, as was mentioned, you do not have to physically leave your stalls, which would mean you possibly losing revenue, to conduct financial transactions. You can sit from the comfort of your stalls and conduct all your financial transactions online through the banks and even make your utility payments. So it is increasingly important that you avail yourself of these options. Before I close, what I want to say is I want to leave you with a few points beyond the online and digital discussion. As persons who own your own business, I would like to encourage you, first of all, to plan. Always have a financial plan for yourself in terms of where you are and where you would like to go financially. Continuously work your plan and ensure that where adjustments are required, you make those adjustments. I would like to also encourage you to budget. As business persons, it is important that you have a budget, that you know your income and your expenses, and that you account for every expense that you make or every dollar that you spend. I would also like to encourage you to keep records of your sales, your daily sales. That is particularly important because when you approach banks and financial institutions, they always ask you, how much money do you make or how much income do you generate? And it is important that you know that because it's based on that information you're able to present that information to the bank and they're able to assess you and able to assist you. So it's important that you keep records of your sales, of the money that you make so that you'd be able to go to the bank. Lastly, I want to encourage you to keep doing the good work that you're doing, representing us as St. Lucians by plying your trade. And I also want to thank you for allowing us to be here today. And I want to thank the executive of the Vendors Association for allowing us to be a part of this. So thank you, and I hope that you avail yourself of all the information and that we have a good day today. Good day, everybody.
Thank you so much, Mr. Seeley. A pleasure to hear you speak in Creole. I'm proud to hear that. We now have a few giveaways. I'm asking free vendors. We have free questions. Vendors to come up. 3 vendors. Any 3 vendors? There are people all over. Can you pay your bills via the mobile phone, your utility bills? Everyone got that. So you can come up for your prize. That's the reason I asked, because I may have a number of persons answering and all over the room. And you answer, you tell us exactly what you know, okay? So we appreciate that you're here. We have the platform called online banking. Do you think it's available for 3 hours, 8 hours, or 24 hours? 24 hours, great. So the ladies are financially educated. Very good to hear that. What is the name of the digital currency that we have introduced in St. Lucia by the ECCB? It's called Dcash. So all 3 ladies will be getting a prize. Kudos to you. And it says a lot about you. You do know quite a bit financially. Thank you so much. Oh, yes, and you have listened attentively. Robert, you can go over to him. Miss? Sheridan? Medford? Mr. Francis? Yes, very good. I'm happy to hear that you're a brave St. Lucian. Thank you so much. Thanks for participating. All right. So we're looking forward to giving you so much more. This is the tip of the iceberg. And in terms of increasing your wealth, we want to help you do that. Right now, we will be opening up to the bankers. You are free to visit the different stations. We will have a few demonstrations of the products that the banks have to offer. So we would now like you to go around to the 3 banks available at this point for the wealth of knowledge to start the process of increasing your wealth. Thank you very much.
Set me free. Cause I don't decrease like this. For your love, I dey use my senses. Fight boy like me, fight boy like me. Don't call me cheap, girl, I work for this. Girl, I work for this. And I promise you, I will find someone new. Make you no pour me water. Make you no pour me. Put down for breast and sweat. If I do you bad, if I do you bad, no pour me water. Put down for breast and sweat. If I do you bad, if I do you bad, no pour me water.
Oh, this is Superstar DJ Calvin.
Okay, so this is the wireless card machine, and it can be used anywhere on island. It comes with a SIM card, which would be under the battery pack. So the way it works is that you charge your machine in the morning, and then you come to work with your machine, and you have your machine here. You need no electricity, anything. Once you charge it from home, that's it. So you need no outlet or anything of that sort. The battery pack is right here once it's fully charged, and like I said, it has a SIM card. You don't need Wi-Fi at all. So the SIM card, everything is included in the package. No need to top up that SIM card either. It's just a matter of coming, turning up your machine, and processing sales. So when someone comes to you, you have all these cards. You have Amex, American Express, MasterCard, Visa, Discover. All of these companies, the banks, or we would work with these companies as well to accept any of these cards. So you just go, it's simple. You just go to sale. It's on already. It's on, yeah. So you just go to sale. You enter the amount. You press enter. And then now we have tap technology. So the customer can just go ahead and tap the card, and it will go ahead and process a sale for you. And simple as that. You have a transaction then. You just apply with any one of the banks or First National. First National.
So you can apply with any bank of your choice. Very simple to use. We have security features as well, so we'll tell you what to look for, because we do not want you to get into any fraud or anyone to give you cards that are not legitimate. We will guide you as to what to look for to safeguard your business. It's very easy. A tourist comes to you to say that I want to buy this dress for 20 US. We would guide you as to how to go ahead to do it. Like we just did a demonstration. But when you get this machine, an officer will individually sit with you to go through the process again. All right? Anything else? And what we're also saying is that with the tourist industry and the way things are going, a lot of cards are being presented. You do not want to lose your profits, your business. We're asking to sign up. And the banks will be putting very good packages in place just for you vendors. This year is your year. It's your year to make money. So that is why we're here for you today, to encourage you to sign up. Also, what the banks are doing as well, as a vendor, you sign up for the product. We are also ensuring that you have an officer who knows of your business. You know of that person. So you can call this person and say, Miss Joseph, I cannot understand how to do this. Something has gone wrong. Can you come down to the arcade to show me what to do to help me? And we will, as bankers, send someone over to clarify whatever issues you have. There is a cost for the machine, but today we're asking you to sign up. There is a small cost for the machine. We are going to work with you, the vendors. It's a commitment that we have made as bankers. And we're going to work with you to ensure, we're going to work with IPA as well, the president of the association, to ensure that we make things happen for you. Hold on 1 minute. We have another point that we would like to make right now.
And we also understand that it's something seasonal, and there may be times where things may be slow. So what we can offer as well is a package where you get the terminal for a certain period, you rent it for a certain period. So whether it be September to March the following year, you know you'll need your terminal because things are busy. You'd come, you rent the terminal for that period of time, and then if you no longer have such a high demand for it, you could return it to us, and we'll keep your information on file. So when you come back in, it's not a matter of doing application all over. It's just a matter of coming, collect your terminal, tell us you need the terminal, and then we'll provide it as well. All right?
Thank you.
The question would really be, is there a funding available now? If people want to look into that in terms of getting assistance, funding, loans, and so on.
We do, and as the banks, we have a small business unit. So you would have to sit based on your business. We know that everybody's business is different, right? We would guide you on how to receive funding. We would guide you on how to do proper record keeping. Some persons may be at this point right now where they're able to give us the records that we're looking for. Others may not be at this point. So that's why we're saying right now, we've made a commitment to work with you. It is a process. Not everyone will get it right away. At this point, you may have to start up and record your information, your sales and so on, so that you can come to the bank to receive financing. When we give financing, we ensure that the monies are sufficient to pay back, so we go through an assessment of your business. But there are plans in place, like I said, and I can guarantee you that there are plans in place for the vendors to help them to make things happen for them. You're welcome. So right now, we're looking for the sign-ups. We're looking for persons to tell us you're interested. Again, I'm saying we have 3 banks represented. You can go to any one of the banks, and we'll be happy to contact you thereafter to start off that process with you. So you can put your name and number right here, and we will, yes, you have a question?
Suppose I am not in any bank. Can I be part of this? Can I be part of this community?
Yes. If you're not part of a bank, this is an opportunity to open a bank account. So if you want to go to Republic to open First National or Bank of St. Lucia, you can open an account, and then we start off the process with you. Well, at the credit unions, they don't offer the points of sale, and we understand that you are, or you may be part of the credit union, but remember, we are all partners. So you can have an account at the credit union and also open an account at the bank to ensure that your business is conducted. No problem. No, not at this time. Any further questions, any concerns? We're here to serve you. We've taken the time, and together, let's make it happen. If your account is inactive,
I'm going to say not reading and writing, but that way they said it inactive, which means the person cannot read and write. And the person want to be in that part of that.
okay. So if someone cannot read and write, you and I would advise you to come to us with maybe your daughter, somebody that you trust, right? We would go through the process with you. You understand it? We would ask you whether you wish to accept the terms and conditions. So we speak to you. The bank has options. There are documents to be signed. You can go to a JP to get it signed on your behalf. Or if you have business with your sister, your brother, your mother, they can also sign on your behalf as well.
I don't think that question.
All right, thank you so much. We're going over to, so you could do the sign-ups. Sorry. We're now going over to Banker St. Lucia. Banker St. Lucia, what do you have to offer today?
Good morning. This is Banker St. Lucia's booth, guys. Banker St. Lucia, all the bank you need. Today, we have lots of stuff on display. I can start by telling you guys that it is very easy to open an account. For those of you who don't have an account with Banker St. Lucia, the process is quite simple. All you need is one form of valid picture ID and a reference letter from whichever financial institution that you bank with. Now, I know a lot of you vendors, you bank with the credit union. You're like the local institutions like Banker St. Lucia, First National, and the credit union. So like I said, just get a reference letter from the institution that you currently bank with, work with that, and one form of picture ID, and you can get an account open with BOSL. Now, after you've opened that account, there are other services that we can offer to you. We have plenty of loan packages, particularly targeted towards small businesses. Right now, we have a $30,000 loan campaign. You can get up to $40,000 unsecured. You do not need any collateral. All you would need to show us is proof of your income. Now, I know a lot of you vendors, you are not a salaried person, but at least you make monies every day. One thing that you should learn to do is to deposit the cash that you earn on a daily basis. It doesn't mean that you have to leave the money seated on account anywhere. Just place the monies there. You can go and withdraw your funds the day after, 2 days after. But all the financial institutions are looking for is a record of how much money you earn. Now, I know for years a lot of you have been saying that the banks don't want to assist you. But it is kind of difficult for us to assist you if we cannot verify how much money you all earn, right? Because to process a loan, you would need to verify somebody's income. So like I said, deposit your funds. It doesn't mean that you have to deposit the monies every day, but at least place a record somewhere. It doesn't have to be at BOSL. It can be at the credit unions, anywhere. Ensure that you make your deposit. Now, this is Financial Literacy Month, Financial Information Month. So this is where we're starting by encouraging you vendors to deposit the monies that you all earn on a monthly basis. We have other promotions such as the vehicle loan campaign, we have land loan campaigns, we have mortgage loan campaigns. Now, you cannot be a St. Lucian and you don't own a piece of St. Lucia. We have a land loan campaign where we're offering full financing on the purchase of land. You do not need to give a deposit. The bank is financing the full amount, right? The interest rate is very low, 5.99%. So in addition to financing the full amount for you, we're also giving you a very competitive rate. There aren't many financial institutions on island who can beat that rate. So apart from the land loan campaign, we also have a mortgage loan campaign. If you already have land, you can come to us to construct, to build your dream home. Our rate is very competitive as well, as low as 4.75%. And like I said, vendors, you are not excluded from that promotion. Every promotion offered at BOSL is also targeted to our small business owners. So like I said, you are not excluded. You can qualify for any loan at BOSL as long as we can verify how much monies you earn. So again, I'll continue to repeat, continue to deposit your monies. Even if you cannot do it on a daily basis, do it every week. No one is telling you to leave your funds seated on an account, but just place the record there. You can go and withdraw your cash after. Just place the record so that we could be in a position to assist you when the time comes. We also have a vehicle loan campaign where we're offering full financing as well, right? You need a vehicle to transport all of your goods to come to the market. So we have a promotion where we're offering full financing again. You don't need to have a lump sum to give us a deposit. We're giving you full financing. Our rate is extremely competitive as well, 5.99%. We have multiple branches on island. We have one branch in Vieux-Fort, one branch in Soufrière, one branch that is opening soon in Choiseul. We have one branch in Castries, Central Castries. We have one on the waterfront. We have one at Brozile. All of these branches, we process loans, right? And the other branches like Mega J, we offer other services that you can't normally get during the 8 to 2 work week. So we also cater for you who's self-employed and you cannot leave your stall and come to the bank during the normal 8 to 2. We have that other service available to you at the Mega J branch. We have it at the Bureau de Change as well. Right, guys? So Bankers St. Lucia, like I said, is all the bank you need. Come visit us at any of our branches. Start by doing this today.
Mr. Robert Favrier, Marketing Manager of First National Bank. Mr. Robert Favrier, Marketing Manager of First National Bank. Mr. Favrier, tell us, what do you think about this event happening today?
I think it's an event that has been in the making. Of course, the COVID-19 obviously, put a spoke in the wheel of getting it organized. But however, we are here today, and as expressed by Mr. Francis Medford Francis, the President of the Bankers Association, and also the ECCB representative, Mr. Seeley, it's really heartening. It's a pleasure to be here to interact with the vendors firsthand. They are very enthusiastic. We have shared quite a bit of information. I could already see that an event like that can probably be on the calendar, even though every year, but every other year, to cater for the vendors, for their needs, in particular the point-of-sale machine, which I know that you, Vernell, spoke about earlier, because again, this is a tourism product here for the vendors, because you find of the cruise ships, when the tourists come in, they want to purchase certain items, and coming from the metropolitan countries, they do have the debit cards and the credit cards. They don't always walk with a lot of cash on hand, and so the vendors can lose a lot of opportunity, a lot of sales, wealth creation. We spoke about that earlier. And so if it is that they have that service in terms of point of sale, catering to their market, then of course there's no need for them to worry or to lose that sale coming from the tourists visiting St. Lucia. So I think it's a really good initiative for them, and also to educate them. Education is so important. Knowledge is vital. We're arming them with a lot of knowledge today so they can be able to better make decisions where their monies are concerned. For example, they don't have to visit the bank daily. It can be a weekly situation. Also in terms of accessing their funds, because they have to buy the raw materials, they have to purchase products. They don't have to come into the bank and take that long queue. If they have a debit card, they can withdraw from the ATM and carry on. So I think it's really a very good thing, meeting people where they are, because again, not everybody could leave their stall and visit the bank. It's just not possible. So actually coming out to meet them, to engage them, to get to know them better, and for them not to be afraid, because some of us, we have that fear. When we talk about digital banking, a lot of us are very fearful. Just the term You know, it's a new word for a lot of us, but we have seen today how easy it is, how simple it is to do so, and we have had practical demonstrations so they can see firsthand what it entails. So eliminating the fear really works, and once they can hang on and grab onto that opportunity, and of course, all of us here representing the Bankers Association, the banks, we are here to hold their hand, to walk them through the process. You know, it's not like we're going to just say, okay, you need to get the digital banking and that's it. All of us need to provide that support so that, you know, they can become comfortable in using it. And of course, there are so many features. Once they become comfortable in using the one feature, you could imagine what will happen as they go along using the different features that the product has to offer. So I thank the Bankers Association really for the collaboration and the ECCB as well. It's really the theme under the theme, get online, regain your time and get online. And these are busy people as well, you know, and so we are showing them how they can better utilize their time. Time is money, time is important. So I think it's a very good initiative, and I'm looking forward to a repeat of such an initiative by the Bankers Association. So First National Bank is very pleased. We're very pleased to support such a worthwhile venture.
Thank you so much, Mr. Fevrier. We'll now have a short interview from Mr. Everton Seeley, Agency Manager of the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank. Mr. Seeley, such a wonderful event today. Tell us a little bit, how do you feel about this event? And from the ECCB, what is your perspective on this event?
Everton Seeley, Country Manager, Eastern Caribbean Central Bank, Agency Office in St. Lucia. And je vais dire Tibaya Patwa, Baïse Mouna, puisque quand nous te disons nous ouverts, Jodia, il te fait nous un chai plaisir pour venir ici et mener information financière Baïse Mouna, puisque information ça est très important pour ces Mouna qui a actuellement fait travail là. Nous comptons, c'est combien d'années nous avons essayé de faire ça. Puisque Covid est passé pour 2 années, nous pas ça fait manière nous voulons comme ça Covid t'est affecté à chaque monde. Nous pas ça joindre ensemble, nous pas ça causer sohodia. Nous très content that nous ici avec nous ni toutes ces banques là ici car montrer ces monde manière pour faire transaction financière. So having said that, I just want to say that we're very happy to be here today from the ECCB's perspective, to bring financial information to the people. As you would know, October is observed as Financial Information Month every year in St. Lucia. And this year we're particularly happy because we're collaborating with the National Council for Competitiveness and Productivity. The theme for Financial Information Month is generally financial empowerment through education. And this year we have a sub-theme in St. Lucia, which is regain your time, get online. And that's particularly important for the vendors here today, because we're becoming increasingly aware that the persons who, their main business partners, which are the cruise ships, increasingly they want to use cards. They don't want to use cash. And it is important for them to be able to take advantage of that and not lose sales. So a lot of what the focus is on here today is being able to use those online platforms and use it effectively. It's no longer necessary for persons to physically enter a bank to do a transaction. It is possible to do all your financial transactions online. It is possible to take advantage of that. Increasingly also, our EC dollar is becoming more available digitally. That is Dcash. It is possible to be able to receive payments and make payments simply using your phone, using the EC dollar. It's fully backed by the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank. So it's information like that we want to take to the ordinary person today, to the vendors. We want to ensure that they become part of the financial system. It's all about financial inclusion and bringing that information to the people to ensure that we are all included and we can all benefit from the advances that are taking place.
So give us a little explanation as to how it would work for the vendors. How would they, be able to use the cards and so on, so for the benefit and the benefit of the customer?
Thanks for that. a while ago, there was a demonstration taking place. It's possible to have the card machine right here and to be able to receive payments from persons coming from the cruise ship with the cards, to be able to use the machine right here and for your funds to be available to you almost right away. Similarly, with the Dcash, if somebody comes to the arcade, right, and they purchase an item and they would like to make a payment, it's not absolutely necessary that they take money from their pocket, physical cash from their pocket. It is possible that you have the app on your phone and you make the transaction right there through the use of Dcash. So it's a seamless process, and as I said, it's secure, it's simple, and it's immediate. Your funds become available to you right away.
So, question for me with regards to, because I'm getting it, the general idea of a Cash App, Venmo, etc., what is so prevalent in the U.S. But with regards to how does that extend to young entrepreneurs, small businesses, just past the vendors arcade?
That's actually a very good question, because part of Financial Information Month, we are also catering to entrepreneurs and putting information out there. I'm happy that you asked that, because I want to give a little plug to our financial fair coming up on the 25th of October at Constitution Park, and all of that information will be available. Whereas today we're catering to the vendors and the arcade person, on the 25th of October, we are going to cater to everybody, including young entrepreneurs. So we're encouraging everybody to come down to Constitution Park on the 25th of October, where you will get information from several financial institutions, the banks, the insurance companies, and several others, where you can get information on how to start your business, the importance of keeping records to be able to take it to the bank, because we know the challenges that young business persons face. It's sometimes when you go to the bank, sometimes they indicate that they almost feel inundated with the request. Now, if you plan properly and you know what is required in advance, you can be more comfortable in approaching your bank. A simple thing, we were telling the vendors today, it's important to keep records. For example, you make a sale, write it down. Make a note of how much money you've made for the day. Make a note of how much money you've made for the week and then for the month. So based on that, a bank can be in a position to assess your income and subsequently say, okay, that person makes X amount of money. Based on that, we can give them X amount in loans. But if you don't have that information, you're not able to take full advantage of the financial system. So it's important to keep records, to plan, to budget. So that's the information that we're bringing here today, and also for young entrepreneurs. Thank you very much.
We're here with Magdalene Ogis. Magdalene, thank you for being here with us today. Magdalene, just tell us, the day is going, it's a great day. The banks are here and so on. Tell us, how do you feel about this event by the Bankers Association, National Productivity, and just Productivity Awareness Week? How do you feel all of this happening in collaboration with the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank? How do you feel?
Hi, good morning, everybody. My name is Magdalene Ogis from Babonneau. I am a crafter. I've represented St. Lucia overseas in the crafting sector. And also I sell to, I won't say I sell to the tourists, I offer my services to the tourists on Ridgely Beach. When I heard that the Bankers Association have put up this event this morning, I was overwhelmed. Because I'm saying, the cruise ship season is coming along, and in the capacity of cruise arrivals that we're going to have, how are we going to handle it? So I have used the point of sale machine before through Bank of St. Lucia, and it's very, very important. Very important for us vendors to use it, because most times you have persons coming down from the cruise ship or even from on island, and they want to make a sale. And because you don't have these machines available or this point of sales available, you lose money. So as a matter of fact, what I'm saying to them right now is take advantage of the opportunity. Everybody come on board. Listen, don't just come there for the little handouts, but take the information, grab the information, process it, and see how you can use it to your advantage.
Thank you so much.
I'm really excited about it. I'm elated that it actually happened, and it's something that I think is long overdue, and it's well timed, I must say. And it's going to assist us, and I thank the people involved in the whole collaborative effort to bring banking to the vendors, and especially in the digital world, that they could be involved, get on the platforms of the digital platform, and that we would make every effort to benefit, and especially with the cruise system, the cruise ships, that we depend upon so much, 90% dependence on the cruise sector. And that most people are coming off the ship now because they have information of a number of things that are going on, and that they don't walk with cash. So that kind of platform that we are exposed to now is going to help in a phenomenal way, I must say. So I must say hats off to everyone who's informed. I get connected to Mr. Glenn Simon. He really was the first person some years ago before COVID who came and spoke to me about this whole digital, the emergence of digital currency and so on. And now it is really now in our face, and I don't think we can get away from it, because that's the way vendors are going to benefit in the business that they're in.
Thank you. We are ending our online session right now, but we're asking vendors to come down to the Vendors Arcade. If you're from the south of the island and you happen to be in the city of Castries, come down to get the information from the bankers. The vendors on the outside of the city, we're asking you also to come down to get the information. And we're happy here on behalf of the Bankers Association to serve you. Remember, we are all in this together. We represent 10 member banks, and everyone is in support of this initiative. So again, we're happy, and on behalf of the Bankers Association, thank you for taking the time out to join us via this online platform. We look forward to doing so much more for you and for your business. National Competitiveness and Productivity Council. We're also thanking Mr. Glenn Simon for the time that he's put into this event. We're thanking the director of the council as well, Mrs. Montoute. We're thanking the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank and the president of the Bankers Association. Thank you.
It's bigger, better, expanded. Productivity Awareness Week 2022 under the theme Expanding National Consciousness Towards Greater Productivity.